Hello, 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 and welcome to Get Comfortable by Lizana-Prodeaux. I am the voice behind Get Comfortable. Listen, I just had to talk, you know, little message talk with my sister, my good sis, and we were talking about some things that, you know, really, really hit home for us as women and as people, you know. And one of the things I want to speak about, and I don't know how you guys will relate, but if you don't and it's not your message, then just move on to another one or move on altogether. It's something to be said about a woman who holds down the fort with everything and has little to no time to be herself or do pour into her. Okay? We ignore that a lot. We don't talk about it as much as we should. But the reality is women carry a lot of the responsibilities when it comes to dealing with children. Um, we're at home sometimes more. We have to deal with the children more, even if you and your partner or you and your man or husband share the home. Sometimes, a lot of the times, the children go to the women. And us being women, we constantly pour into our kids. We stop whatever it is that we're doing to tend to them 9 times out of 10. If you're a good mother, you tend to your children, their needs typically come before yours. One thing we don't talk about is how frustrating it is to either have to co-parent with somebody who doesn't recognize that you have little to no time. How difficult it is, even if we're in a partnership and that person works a lot and you're always there and you can't pour into you. It's frustrating. And it can turn you into a very angry or bitter person because you feel like you're getting left behind. You feel like your obligation in life is to give and pour into. And as women, we are nurturers, and that is part of who we are internally, instinctually. That's who we are. But the problem is there's so much more to us than our nurturing side, and we forget to nurture ourselves in that. We give and pour so much into everything else, get so wrapped up in the world and in life with everything else, and then we just forget about us. And we don't talk about it enough. And so this message is not just for women, it's for fathers too. If you have children with somebody who is not your kid's mother, who is not, you're not in a relationship with, and you know that this person has given their all, has made so many sacrifices to be there for your children, but you have so much free time to do you, and that's the problem. And I don't even want to come off this way, but this is how it really is. It's a shame because the bulk of the responsibility falls on the one parent. And if you're a man and the bulk of the responsibility falls on you, I'm saying this to you. It's not okay. It's not okay to be in a space where everybody else gets to go and live their lives and you're figuring it out and piecing together time that you need to build for you. It's not okay. It's not okay. And when you're in a relationship or you're in a co-parenting relationship because it is a relationship, where the person makes everything difficult for you, it's hard. It's hard. You know, I know parents that have had to leave jobs, call out from work because the other parent doesn't want to work with them or doesn't want to deal with the kid altogether. They promise the children things. The other parent has to come up with the things because they feel like they're obligated to give the child these things because the other parent is falling short. And this is what we deal with every day. The mom's mind, the mother's mind is just like all over the place. I have to pick them up from soccer. I have to get their clothes together for tomorrow. I have to cook. What am I going to cook for dinner? I have to help with homework. I have to get out of here by a certain time. I literally have to be off of work right now at 3 because I have to pick the kids up by 3:30. I hope it's not a lot of traffic. Dang, I have to wash a load of clothes today. The kids are running out of uniforms. I have to buy another pair of sneakers for them. I might have to figure out a way to make this money stretch. It's different things that we go through on a daily as women, as parents, just a woman's mind altogether is just all over the place. Not to mention being a mom. And so to all the moms, I salute y'all because I know how hard it is. And if you are a single parent, I salute you also, no matter if you're a man or a woman, because I know how difficult it can be. But when you have had a child and you give your life to that child. No, it's not anybody else's fault, but what is hard is dealing with a parent who does not want to cooperate with you. And then on top of that, they make things difficult and they're off living their lives and you are stuck with everything. And it makes you angry. It makes you angry and sometimes it blinds you from being the best version of yourself because all you see is what you're not allowed to do, what you're not able to do, how you look at the other person and you realize this is not okay. I don't feel good knowing that I can't do things on my own. I can't go to school. I can't, further my education. I can't do any of those things at this time. I'm sorry. I hope it didn't cut out, but somebody just called me and this person keeps calling me and I talk to them all the time and they keep calling me and it's like, I need a minute. So hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna pause it for a minute. I'm so sorry. So I had to pick up my Starbucks. It's gonna be a long day. But anyway, it stops you from doing those things. You can't go to school sometimes. You have to wait. Some people I know a parent who waited years to pursue a career she wanted because she raised her children. And it's like this and she had a husband. So it's not a thing sometimes with just co-parenting. It's just moms tend to always put their dreams and stuff on the back burner, goals, things they want to do for themselves on the back burner. And to be honest, men expect us to do that. A good man is going to make sure that you're happy, you're satisfied with yourself and with the environment that you're in and that they're helping in any way, whether it's them stepping up or getting somebody to help you if they can. A lot of times in in these generations, even before, is the women that they have to provide a home. The men give you, money to help with the home, but you're the homemaker. And so women are different and they aspire to do different things and that's okay. That's okay. But I know it is hard to look at your counterpart or the person you created, the children with and see them living their best life. They're out, they're whining, they're dining, they're just going on dates, just bettering themselves and doing this and that. And then you're stuck with everything and it is frustrating. So I just wanted to shed some light on that because that's something that I talked to my sister about earlier and I know just how I just know how frustrating it is and I know it's tiring. It's tiring to look around and see everybody moving past you but you feel stuck. And I just want to say this too. You're not stuck. Okay? We're not stuck. No matter how difficult the situation may look, no matter how difficult the situation may seem, we all have hardships and problems and issues. And sometimes it's us sticking ourselves. We have to roll with the punches. We can only do what we are able to do, but in that time, you are able to do things. Yes, you may not have the love and support that you need, but you can figure out stuff to do today. You can figure out stuff that will work for you in this position. And if you can't, then you deal with what you have right here. And when the time comes, things will shift and you will be in a better situation. It's not enough to want it. You have to need to change. You have to need to want to do better and be in a better position. And give yourself that drive. Have that drive to make it happen, And sometimes we get so wrapped up in what other people have going on and what they're doing that we can't see what we need to be doing for ourselves. We're the most important thing, taking care of self, even over our children. And we don't look at it that way. Look at it like if the children come first or my husband comes first or my job comes first. And that's fine because those things have purpose in our lives. Those things have purpose in our lives. So it's just like at the end of the day, we are the most important thing because without us, all of that other stuff doesn't even exist. We can't go to work if we're not okay. We can't take care of our children and our families if we're not okay. We can't make money if we're not okay. We have to be okay, and not just physically okay, mentally, emotionally, all of that stuff matters. It matters so, so much. So don't ever think of yourself as being stuck, because you're not. Don't ever look at your situation and say, I can't do this, because you can. It's just a time and a place for everything. Sometimes it might not be time for you to go to school, but it might be time for you to change your job. It might not be time for you to go change your job, but it might be time for you to go to school. It might not be time for neither of those, but it might be time for you to move to a new place, you know? It might not be time for that, but it might be time for you to get people out of your life that don't belong, you know? I don't know if it cut out because, again, somebody called me. That's the thing. I know sometimes y'all be like, make longer videos, or, um, you know, I don't know. I'm always on the move. I'm moving around too much. I'm smacking my lips. I'm doing different things. But I be having a lot of stuff going on, y'all. Sometimes these videos be barely making it out. I be falling asleep posting this stuff. But listen, it may not be the right time for that, but it may be the right time for other things, for you to clear your space. I just did a message on clearing your space. And that's the messages y'all really don't like to listen to. But y'all like to listen to messages about love and stuff. But for real, all of the love that you want is on the other side of the stuff that you don't want to do. You know? And so at the end of the day, we really need to figure that out. You want to attract a certain kind of thing, or a certain kind of life, man, woman, opportunity. You have to be that thing, mindset wise, mentally, you know? And that comes with doing the hard work and shedding dead skin. Whether it's people, old circumstances, old uh places, taking all of that stuff off and making it right. You know what I'm saying? And then going from there. And that's something we don't do. We don't want to do the hard work, but we want to criticize other people for not doing it. You know, we don't want to do the hard work, but we want this 6 or 7 figure man with all of this stuff. Go, he got to have this, he got to have that. Sis, what do you have? What do you have? You know? Do you have those things that you want somebody else to have? Well, if you don't, then you need to be working towards it. And this ties into it. Yes, if you are a parent, it doesn't mean that you have to be this person that just gives up on yourself and gives up on life and has no purpose and no direction. Figure it out. One of my first videos that I posted to you guys, and it was actually a really good one. And I don't know if it had I might have to go back and redo it, to be honest, because I don't think it had every step. But I listed 5 ways, I think, to become the best version of you, or something like that. And one of the things was like, get a journal. I have 3 different journals, and I talked about that. I have one that I talk to God in, one that I talk to God and speak life over my businesses, and what am I trying to say? I'm gonna just say businesses, but it's not just businesses. It's like my goals and stuff like that too. And then I have another one with, like, it's like my planner, but it has all of my stuff in it that I need to do. And it's true. When you write stuff down, you actually make it happen. You actually make it happen. And that's what some of you need to do. Put out a plan and make it as small as possible. Make it every detail small as possible. If you know you need a set of paperwork for something, go, say you need to start a business, and people are start a business. Okay, break that down. What do you need to start this business? Okay, I need digital marketing. I need a website creator. I need to get the business license. So I need this form and that. And then I need an EIN. I need this. I need that. Break it down. Make it real. Make it plain. We're not stuck. I know shit be just like messed up for a lot of us. Things are so unfair. Life is crazy, but it's so unfair for almost everybody. Do some people have it easier than others? Yes, but it might not always be that way. It might be easy today. Next year might be rough, but you might be in a different spot. You never know. You can't compare because that's the thief of joy. You can't. And at the end of the day, we are just not stuck. I never in my life believed I was stuck, but when I've been in spaces where I felt stuck, it felt horrible. So I know what it is. I know what it's like to feel like that. But I also know I'm my worst enemy, my worst critic. I can make myself feel like that because I feel like things are not going my way and I don't know what direction to go to or go in. So you know what happens? You need to pray about it. Talk to God. Hey, I know I ain't been here in a minute. I got to check in. Where you want me to go? What you want me to do? I literally just want to do any and everything you want me to do. Nothing else. Tell me which way you want me to go. It's sitting there for a minute. Sometimes it takes days. Sometimes it takes weeks. Sometimes it takes a month or more. But eventually you'll hear from him and he'll tell you, I want you to do this, that, and the third. But then sometimes we hear him and we just ignore it. We just ignore it. Or we'll do this. We'll go to him with our plans and our planners and our books and stuff like that, but we ain't talked to him yet. Talk to God and figure out what he wants you to do. That sometimes I'm gonna go sell cars. I'm just throwing it out there because it's a car in front of me and that's the first thing I came up with. I'm gonna go sell cars. Okay, but God don't want you to do that. He doesn't want you to do that. He doesn't want you to sell cars. Maybe he wants you to create a car. You understand? That you can sell and make more money from. But your dream and your little goal is way smaller than what God has for you. But because you didn't go to him, now you're doing all of this. Now, 2 years from now you realize God wanted you to create a car. Do you understand? And you could have been there, but you decided to take a detour, and it's fine. We always end up where we're supposed to be for the most part because we always realign. But if we would have listened the first time, we would have been on that path. Or maybe you wanted to make cakes, but God had other plans. He wants you to be a lawyer, and you know that you were supposed to go to school 8 years ago, but you just didn't. Now you're 30, 40 years old trying to go to school, and that's cool because we always get back to where we're supposed to go. But some of us are hard-headed, and we don't do what we're supposed to do. I know this message kind of took a turn, but this is how I feel. I feel like I know what it's like to feel stuck. I know what it's like to feel like there's other people around you that's moving faster than you, and your time is just not on the up and up. Like things for you is just not popping off, and you're upset and you're angry and you're looking around and it's like, damn, why is this happening for this person but it won't happen for me? Or you're looking at people that did you wrong and they look like they moving up, but you still in the same spot. You got to make things happen for you. You can't wait for somebody else to make stuff happen. You can't look at somebody else's situation and say, damn, why this not happening for me? It's not happening for you because you got to put one foot in front of the other. And if you don't know yet, keep moving. If you don't know yet, still continue to do that. As far as you can see, put one foot in front of the other. And if you get to a space where it's just like, I don't know what's going on, pray. Please get them unclean, unsanitary, annoying people out your life that don't mean you no well. They just want to monitor what the hell you're doing. Just because they want to be one step ahead of you or mimic you. You don't need that. Some of us don't want to be alone. But like, what price are you paying for having somebody in your life that can't do anything for you but pull you down? You helping them and you barely got anything. And that's okay because it shows your character and your heart. But why you got to keep helping somebody that's not helping you? That don't want to do nothing for you, but not, they can't even pour into you intellectually or emotionally to help build you up. Like, come on, what is this? I know a lot of y'all not going to really, I mean, I don't know how y'all going to take this message, but I feel like it's for a lot of people, and I feel like it's a wake-up call, and it's a testimony to strength. So if you've ever been in this situation, if you made it to the end of this message, you ever been in a situation where you looked at your kid's dad or you looked at your kid's mom and said, damn, you had every opportunity in the world. You know what I'm saying? But I changed my life, and I had nowhere near the amount of free time you had. I had nowhere near the amount of resources Nothing. And I still made a change. I still fixed stuff. If you was in that situation, right? Put it in the comments, because I'm sure somewhere along the line is a mom. I'm really talking to moms, but a mom or a dad somewhere who is dealing with the same thing you're dealing with, and they feel stuck and they feel like they're just going through a hard time because they don't know which way to go. They don't know which way to go. And if you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to ask y'all to leave a pink emoji. A pink emoji. Or if you leave like a little baby emoji if you're a mom or a kid or whatever. Alright? I feel like it was one other thing that I wanted to say before I let y'all go. I don't know. I just want y'all to, I feel like I just need to say this. Like, God loves y'all so much. And if you knew how much God loved you, you would act differently. You would act accordingly. You know, you wouldn't waste your time. You wouldn't put stuff in your body that don't belong. I know I can say doesn't, but I feel like this message is so raw and so real and so authentic because of how, from the conversation I just had and just how intense it was. And I feel bad, you know? Like, I feel bad for people who go through those things. At one point, you know, I went through similar things. It's just what it is. But you don't stay down for nobody. You're a walking testimony and have no idea that you're a walking testimony. Don't make somebody feel like they got a leg up on you. And don't let anybody think they know what's going on with you. Keep them at bay. Yeah, I'm making moves, but you'll never know. And then when it's time to pop out, then they'll know. They'll know. They will know. Um, I think I'm going. It cut off, so I don't know at what point it cut off. But I'm going to revamp my 5 ways to like be a better version of yourself. And I don't know how it's going to do, but I'm going to revamp it anyway. Soon. I'm not going to say it's going to be this week, but I'm going to work on it again. I'm going to re-listen to it and go over it again and figure it out for people. For myself too, because sometimes I get lost. Okay? But I've been staying on track, and I'm proud of myself for that, because baby, that's a testimony for another day. I used to be the person that bopped from thing to thing to thing, and if it didn't work for a week or two, I was on to something else. But consistency is something that I've been working on this year, and it has done me well, and I'm going to continue to be consistent. But again, I love you guys so, so much. Behave like God loves you. Because some of y'all acting like God don't love you, and I want y'all to stop that. Behave like God loves you, like he wants you, like he needs you to get your stuff in order, because he wants the glory from your testimony. And the only way to get that is if you're successful. Coming through triumphs is still being successful. Like, he needs that from you. Behave like God loves you, like you got a daddy that just wants to see you do well and grow, and he just want to provide for you. Can we please act like that? Okay? That's going to be another message. But I love y'all to the moon and back. Leave me a pink emoji or a baby emoji if this resonated with you. If you have a story to tell, I would love to hear it or read about it. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.